What's up? What's up, fellas? What's going on, everybody? We in the house. We had a little problem this week. It's very hot. I made some mistakes with my schedule. I forgot what day it was. I've been out of it since the 4th of July, since Independence Day. I'll be honest with you. But we back in the house, everybody. Happy to see people here. Happy to see my brothers out there. Eric is still wearing a New Jersey Nets jersey.
You already know.
I don't understand what's going on. It's a disgrace. It really is bad. But
we in the
there's
house.
not. I'm gonna say it right now. New York sports is awful right now. We got the Jets, and that's it. Because we're gonna start the show, and this is gonna be real quick. The Yankees are a disgrace. They stink. There's nothing to talk about with the Yankees. I'm not gonna say much. And then we gotta flip it over to the Mets. And there's not much to say about the Mets. I mean,
We made a little run.
After you 20 games out.
Oh
God. This is what New York sports has come down to. Little runs. This is what sports are. If we win 2 games against the Oakland A's, I got bad news crews telling me how great the Yankees are.
That's true.
Gleyber Torres gets a base hit to right field, and then I got Eric saying he's one of the greatest players ever. And saying
I said it was over with. Wow. I said it was over with. It's
no,
over with
when he was hitting against Oakland, you kept telling me, "G, keep doing the reverse jinx, G, keep doing."
You're not gonna like what I have
working.
to say, but
working,
he's
though.
batting over 300 with runners in scoring position.
Here we go. This guy is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen.
It's true. Hey,
he's unbelievable.
That's good though.
What? Okay, that's good.
Who else is batting over 300? We run into scoring
Eric,
position.
you got to look between the numbers. Those base hits that he gets are when we are already winning 6-0, 8-2.
I've been seeing it lately, like when we was losing, and there was a couple of games.
When we've been losing, I've been losing,
and we came back
Eric,
because of that. I'm listening,
Eric. I'm off the Yankees simply because of Gleyber Torres. That at bat, that Jameson Tyone game, we are losing 3-0. 1 hit, 3-0. 9th inning, 2 outs. 2 outs. He's taking home run cuts. We need a base runner, not a home run. And he is so lost. And then after that, he follows it up we're leading 4-0. He follows it up with an easy double play, and he boots it by being lazy. And
mental errors killing us.
Exactly.
Hey, I said it was over with.
It's time.
It's over with.
Let's do it. Aaron Boone gotta go. Let's go. Let's be honest now. Aaron Boone gotta go.
They don't want to get rid of him though.
Why not? He hasn't done it, guys. He hasn't done it, guys.
What are you going with? Mac OS, the latest version. What's it called? I don't know. Whatever, Ventura, whatever the hell, whatever it is. He doesn't get replaced until they replace the new Mac OS, because he's the same thing. He doesn't have a brain. He doesn't do anything, guys. He does whatever the OS tells him to do. Joey, we can't hear you. Your mic is off.
I'll mute it.
Again, with this guy Banu Cruz with his mic again. Jesus Christ.
We can't hear you, Joey.
Guys, I missed a lot. I just want to say to the public, I apologize. I had some missed schedules. I was back up on some meetings, working.
We had a great show without you. Don't worry.
I know you missed me though.
We had a great show without you.
And it's a bad week. There's no sports. I can't gamble. I'm like this right now. My blood is rushing. Thank God it's baseball back tomorrow.
Does anybody have anything to say about the Yankees? I know Bad News Cruz probably does, but his mic's not working.
I have a lot to say. Don't worry.
Oh, there he is. He's
back. Your mic is working.
My microphone works.
There you go. Go ahead, man.
I told you we're gonna make a run in the second half of the year. I told you, Gary. And now Aaron Boone got his best friend.
It never ends with this guy. It never ends. Ladies and gentlemen out there, it never ends with this guy. He will cap
you're in last place.
to the end of time for the Yankees.
Yeah, what about you? What about you? Don't listen. When we talk baseball, you go to the other room, all right? Big boys are talking.
We'll call you we'll call you when boxing is hitting, all right? Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll call you when we need you for boxing and some gambling tips. Other than that, this is where you be quiet and smoke hookah.
No, you're in the same position as us.
We're not even close to the same
Don't disrespect us like that.
It's the last in the standings.
Franklin,
don't disrespect us.
You're 7 games under 500 last time I looked. I haven't even looked, but you're at least 5 to 6 games under 500.
Yeah, but we made a little run. We went 500 out of 7 games.
A little run.
Now
here we go again with a little run.
Here we go with the runs. Here we go. It never ends with these guys.
Yo, Franklin, you got one of those little mugs that all the girls are getting now, the little Stanley mugs? You big mama out.
It never ends with this guy with the runs, and then he'll tell me that a pitcher has one decent game. You know, let's say Cookie Carrasco has one decent game. Oh, you see Cookie guy. Oh, he got the feel back on the changeup. Oh, he's gonna lead the staff now. This guy, ladies and gentlemen out there, this is the same man that told me that Brian Bassett was a good pitcher and was going to. That he was driving to the stadium thinking that he was going to win that game with Brian Bassett in the mound, and the guy melted in the first inning. Melted.
Was it? I thought it was the best pitcher in the world.
No, Scherzer did that. Scherzer did that the night before, but Bassett did it when in the game that they had to clinch.
Yeah, we had to win that game, but we lost it.
Wasn't the best pitcher in the world was DeGrom?
When healthy, he is the best pitcher in the game. You know that.
He had, according to this guy, according to Frank Covers, according to him, he had Jacob DeGrom, the greatest pitcher in the history of baseball, better than Cy Young, better than Bob Gibson, better than Roger Clemens, better than Walter Johnson, better than Three Finger Brown. We know our baseball here. Franklin said he's the greatest
Page.
It's a Satchel Paige. Nolan Ryan can't even shine Jacob DeGrom's shoes, according to Franklin.
According to Frank Covers.
Because he got hurt. He's not playing because he got hurt.
This is a guy that left the game in the 6th inning. What pitches
past 5 innings now? They stop it.
You think Nolan Ryan was going to leave a playoff game in the 6th inning?
That's another generation. Pitchers don't pass the 5th inning now. They don't pass the 5th inning.
It's a playoff.
You would have had to kill that man to get him off the mound. So he had him. He had the second greatest pitcher of all time, which I do give credit. Scherzer is a winner, but he's done. It's over with.
He had a good game.
He had him. He shot. And then he had the third greatest pitcher in the history of baseball. He had 3 of them on the same team. Mr. Mariachi Band over there, closer.
He's elite. He's elite, Gary.
He's elite. Can he do it in the playoffs? Can he do it in the playoffs? Can he do it in the playoffs?
Can we bring this back a little bit? Hold up. Bring this back a little bit. Because when the Mets traded for Edwin Diaz and Robinson Cano, Franklin was like, fuck this, excuse my language, but F this Diaz guy, he's trash, and this and this.
I had to make a call. And be like, stay out the streets.
And now look
again, ladies and gentlemen out there, the capping that this man does, you only see half of it. You only see a quarter of this because in our private chats, it's all day. And
I was the one who was telling Frank, yo, y'all got Edwin Diaz. Y'all got a good closer right there. That's going to help you out. He was like, nah, we good. All we need
was Cano. He came from Seattle. Who was he closing in Seattle?
Exactly. All we need is Cano because we need another left-handed hitter, who can play defense. And look what happened. Where's Cano? Nowhere to be found.
Nowhere. He's still getting paid by the Mets, though.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Who isn't getting paid by the Mets?
I think Brett Saberhagen is still getting paid by the Mets.
It's all right because the famous Yankees are going downhill. I got bad news. Kuzia is still holding on to hope. I got T-Bone hope. I think T-Bone might turn into a Tampa Bay fan.
Franklin,
he might turn into a
Tampa Bay fan.
Eric, he still got.
Never.
I don't know. You know, Eric, he likes the Nets, so we can't even talk.
People, if people save this stream, come watch it again. I'm done. I can't watch this team. I cannot watch. You got to get rid of Gleyber Torres. You got to get rid of Eric's boyfriend.
I agree. I agree. I'm telling you.
I can't.
I said it.
I
Once he made that error, I said we got to get rid of him. That's it. It's over. I'm done
the
with
best
him.
hit. The best hitter on the Yankees right now is Isaiah Falefa. That tells you everything you need to know. That's it.
And we still 8 games out of first place.
Hitter on the team.
And we still 8 games out of first place.
We got
8 games of nothing. We can catch up.
It's so true that Bad News Cruz had to leave the stream because his mic is not working. He's banned. The Yankees suck. He's thinking that Shohei Ohtani's coming to the Yankees. I don't know where that's coming from. He's not coming to the Yankees.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to the rumors. We got to get Bad News Cruz in here. Hopefully his mic will work. That it, Becky didn't cut off the internet. That he's not banned from the internet for saying something ridiculous. Look, the Yankees need. I mean, they are so. They have a chance. The Yankees still have a chance for the wild card. I'm out. I don't even see how it's going to happen. I don't see it.
I could see it because
the bullpen arms are going to fall off. It's too many innings in the bullpen arms. You can't count on Severino. Like T-Bone said earlier, he called it really early. I think he's a closer or a middle reliever.
No,
he's not a starter, guys.
He's a reliever.
Yeah, he's not a starter. He's not a starter. Just not. He's not a starter anymore. He can't throw over 95 mile an hour anymore. He can't. He's just not it, bro. It's not it. So I don't know where this team goes. I don't know. Where does this team go?
You gotta look. We still 8 games out of first place. And for Frank Covers over there to talk crap, his team is 18 and a half games out of first place. So
we got the Braves inside in the same division. Come on, bro.
But you can't even.
Last year you were up there with them.
You can't even.
I'm not a guy that. I'm not a guy like the Yankee fans. We got 27 championships. I'm a guy about this year. Fuck last year.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with having 27 championships? I'll tell you something I saw the other day. I went into the Yankee store. Yes, I went into the Yankee store. I was in the mall. And I went into I went into the Yankee store. I know something's wrong with me. I went into the Yankee store
to get nothing wrong.
To get a Giancarlo Stanton pinstripe picture frame. They didn't have it. They only had Judge and they had Jeter. But I went in there and then they had this really nice frame with Yankee medallions, coins for each one of their World Series. It had 27 of them. I mean, we're talking about a frame like this big. You got to have a frame this big to have 27 coins. Then I thought to myself, I was like, I wonder what the Mets frame will look like. And then I was like, it would be the size of this. That's it. The size of iPod Pros. This is what your frame will look like, Franklin. That's it. You have 2 stinking championships, and if the ball doesn't go through the first baseman's legs, you would have 1. Your team is a horror show. Your franchise stinks. Don't come in here and start talking about, we can't talk about 27 championships. Don't do it. Because you wish you would have seen 1 in your life.
That sound like the Dallas Cowboys from the 90s. All those fans.
Oh,
like,
my.
Don't even the 90s, the America's team.
Don't even
stop the cap.
Bro, it never fails with this guy. Never fails. When he can't beat
Stop
us
the
in
cap.
one sport, he'll lose that one. But you can't, because we are the same team on that sport, bro. Remember that. You can't. Maybe with Joey, but not with us, okay?
See, we didn't, when we were talking earlier today, we didn't expect the show to go like this. We were going to flip through the MLB, go around the league. We got to get back on track because we're going to argue all day about the Mets and Yankees. And this guy's going to, I'm going to flip the table if he says it again about the damn 27 championships. We can't talk about it. And then he has the nerve to tell me He has the greatest pitchers. We have to hear this all day, every day, and that they win 4 games against against an okay Diamondbacks team. They win 3 games, and then I gotta hear that now they're on a run. They're on a run where? Taco Bell? Give me a break.
Diamondbacks are pretty good. I give them credit. The Diamondbacks are pretty good, man. The Diamondbacks are pretty good. We
won 5 straight. We won 5 straight. Then we lost to San Diego. Just saying.
Yeah, that's bad. If
you were 10 games under 500. 10.
It's the second half of the season.
Second half.
The wild card.
The Braves are on cruise control. You're not catching the Braves. You're not catching Cincinnati. You're not catching the Marlins.
Fuck Cincinnati. This is always trash. We're making the wild card. We will make the wild card. You're hearing it here first. We are making the wild card. That's
Joey, clip it up.
You're not the only one. There's a lot of people in the wild card.
Joey,
clip it up, Joey.
Make the wild card.
Oh,
Joey, clip it up because you know he'll forget. 4 months from now, you know he'll forget. I never said that.
Yeah, we're gonna clip it up.
Clip it up because he said they're gonna make the wild card. They got to jump over 5 teams to make the wild card.
Look at it. They got to jump over Chicago, San Diego, Milwaukee, Philly, San Francisco, Arizona, and Miami.
Basically, the whole the National League. You got to jump over the National League.
Come
on, the whole
National League. Come on, Frank.
It's a joke.
And most of them is in your division. Most of them is in your division.
And the thing is with Frank Covers is that he's confident about this stuff. Everybody says I'm arrogant and confident, and it's the truth. But he takes it over the top. It's got to be the Dominican in us. It's got to be the Dominican.
That's Dominican, that's why.
But I'm half Boricua. At least I have some humility. Jesus Christ. This guy's over the top, bro. Oh my God. And you know, the only thing that keeps me somewhat humble is that I use that fire and I put it on my belly from musclegels.com that you could get with the code enhanced20 and get yourself 20% off. That's musclegelz.com, enhanced20. Support the podcast. Get yourself right. We even have Brazilian tight for the ladies. For the guys that are having trouble in the bedroom, we have the 2-ounce bottle of growth. And you already know. You already know. That's called as the Jamaicans say, the Strongbach formula. Joey, we were waiting for you to get the mic right. Franklin brought up a good one about trades and rumors. What you got, Joey?
Right now, St. Louis is open for business, baby. Everybody in St. Louis is open. You pick whatever you want. You can get a third baseman. You can get an outfielder. You can get a pitcher, a relief pitcher, anything you want. If the price is right.
Before you start over that, but what pitcher would you want from St. Louis?
Me personally, I'll take Flaherty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I take him.
I'll take Jack.
He's better than Severino, guys. He's better.
Yep.
Severino is awful, bro. I can't.
He's been done for 6 years. He's been done for the last 6 years.
He's throwing.
That's the only thing, Franklin. I give it. Franklin has been saying it, but we've been trying, but I think it might be time to cut ties.
It's over. He's throwing 92 miles an hour, guys. 92. It's over. It's over.
It's over.
I called it. He's good. He's good as a reliever. I see him as a reliever. Not a closer, a reliever.
T-Bone called it real early. While Eric, Joey, and I still had hope, we got fooled. It ain't happening. And I don't want to hear nobody tell me it's about he's got to work up to his arm strength. How many effing years does he have to work up to his arm strength? 30? Is he gonna be decent in 30 years?
He's been getting hurt every year. That's the thing.
Oh, but he can get away with it every year.
I'm not saying he's getting away with it. I'm just saying he's hurt every year. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe
that's all I'm saying.
A starter. Maybe that's not his
crazy every year.
Maybe being a closer, a reliever is a strength.
I mean, he did good in the playoffs. Yeah, when we had him in the play when he came back last year, he did good. He did good as a reliever. You know.
Yeah.
He helped us out, but that starting role, I think it's coming down to an end for him. Coming down to an end.
Yeah, but who you guys got left?
So Joey has some more news, right?
This is what we trade for.
Not only the pitching, Joey, give us a little something on the Cardinals and a certain player that we have been talking about that
Nolan
might solve a lot of issues for us.
That third base, he's former MVP, great third baseman. Oh my God, I would take him on the Yankees in a heartbeat. Oh God, please, if God is listening up there, help us out. I will give you Donaldson.
God, hold on, Joey. Let me go talk to God. Hold on a second. God, do you want Donaldson? God said hell no. God said hell no. He said hell no. He said hell no. Pray harder.
Contract, we'll take him.
But and you know what? They have tons of outfielders too. So like if we wanted to go and say and just clean out their whole team, get a pitcher, get a third baseman, get an outfielder, we can do all three aspects of what we need is there.
I thought Joey was gonna say he was gonna break out into a sermon and say we could do all things through Christ. Gee, we going real deep now. If we literally gotta pray to get this guy off the team. How about this, Joey? How about we just cut Donaldson? How about just cut him? Just get rid of him.
Please.
I really don't understand why don't they? Because I would have did it a long time ago. But I'm not running the team. If I was, they will be in first place.
Trust me, if we all were, we would have been in first right now.
I mean, I would have had Peraza up 3 weeks ago, and Gleyber Torres would have been. It would have been over with him. We would have traded if I had the chance. Gleyber would have been traded already for
who?
What's his name? Luis Ariala or whatever, the guy from
he couldn't even make the starting lineup for Venezuela. I don't think nobody wants that bum.
He was the worst player.
That was one guy. That was one guy that because they wanted Gleyber. I would have shipped him in a heartbeat to go and get him.
When he was on Minnesota, right? When he was on Minnesota, Luis Arias.
Yeah, when he was on Minnesota.
Again, but Arias he's a hitter. Nobody saw this because this year he's starting to get doubles.
I kind of did though because
Eric was the one that said he liked him. I didn't like
the
him.
other guy. Other guy we wanted from the Marlins. We wanted Pablo Lopez. I would have did that.
I wanted that guy. But again, let's not forget how Miami did us dirty. We were going to make a deal with them last year at the trade deadline.
Right.
And they pulled out at the last second. Something like that. That's why I don't have kids because that's what I do too. But still, they pulled out at the last second. Right? There was a deal on the table. And Miami basically screwed us over. The only time they made a deal with us is to give us Giancarlo Stanton because they were like, get this guy out of here for $500 million. But
you gotta remember who was their GM or their owner.
Exactly. And again, Jeter fleeced us, bro. Fleeced us. Because I love Stanton's my favorite player, but you can't have a guy that plays maybe 100 games a year. Can't do it.
I never wanted Giancarlo. I didn't.
You can't have a player like that. You can't do it.
You can't talk about that's Gary's favorite player now.
I know. I apologize. I apologize.
Again, because he's my favorite player. Because who's the guy that shows up in the playoffs?
He does.
Big
time.
He carries.
So
he did.
That's the reason. Without him, we're out in the first round every single year that he's been on the team.
That's a fact.
So
that is a fact. What outfielder would you get in St. Louis if we do it like a little trade? Mr. Bad News Cruz?
At one point I was high on Tyler O'Neill because I thought, I thought he will be good, but they have tons of outfielders because they got Dylan Carlson, and they have another outfielder, Lars, the guy that played for Japan.
Yeah, Lars
Nootbaar.
Yeah,
but I don't.
That's what I was
with him. I think with him, he might be a one hit wonder.
He's 25 years old though. If you look at it, he can play all outfields, left, right, center. Another left-handed hitter for Yankee Stadium, and he's not a really power hitter. He's like a more of a contact. Yeah. But he's struggling. He is struggling. Yeah. Right now.
You know who else St. Louis has too? They have Jordan Hicks. That guy throws 103, but the problem with him is he can't fucking find the plate. That guy is so wild.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm sharing an article here, and we got Yankee reporter loosely links Gleyber Torres to 4 teams amid deadline. Oh, nice picture right here. This is great. Great ad. With an ad like this, it makes you wonder what I'd be looking for on this computer.
Thank God you can't see your history.
Oh, forget it. We'll be banned forever. Look at this mamau that screwed us. All right, so let's get into it. He's a free agent after 2024. He's gone through arbitration. A club desperate for a second baseman with offensive upside. What are these? Do these people watch baseball? Let's be honest, guys. Do they watch baseball? Offensive upside. Where? Gleyber Torres doesn't work hard, and that's it. It's over with. He hasn't improved. No. So we're not going to send him
to improve with Casey.
So, mate, if he shows up for batting practice, everybody else showed up. He was in Miami. Everybody else showed up, stayed in town. That wasn't an all-star. Stayed in town, started working with Casey. He was in Miami, having a good time. Just saying. So these are the 4 teams. These are the 4 teams they're linking him to. Blue Jays. What do you guys think? To me, that's a no.
Not the Blue Jays. Hell no. That's a hell no to me.
That's a hell no.
I don't like those type of things because then the guy comes back and fucking beats you up, and it would stress me out.
Yeah. So hell no to the Blue Jays. Hell no.
Brewers, a possibility. I don't like anybody on their team.
If they're gonna eat some of Yelich's contract, I'll take Yelich to play left field. That's
trash. Yelich
is so bad. He's so bad. He's shot.
He can't hit no more. It's over.
He can't field either.
So he's done.
I don't think.
I mean, we got Giancarlo Stanton who can't field as well. So
exactly.
And we got a short porch there for Yelich.
And Yelich has actually been stealing a lot of bases this year.
Well, first he got to get on base. That's the problem with him. You can't steal first. So the Mariners, that is a no.
No,
that's a no.
Unless we get Luis Castillo in the deal.
That's not gonna happen.
Y'all had a chance last year. I didn't grab him up.
Yeah.
So you sold it to Mets, and they didn't either.
Okay, so and then we have the Mets. That is a super hell no. I don't know. Who are the Mets going to give us? I don't want nobody on that team. Nobody.
Okay. I did hear something the other day that there was a rumor where Cohen is willing to take back a bad contract, but he wants what he wants. And I think that the guy that they've been eyeing from the Yankees is Ian Hamilton. So there was a rumor.
Up. No way.
Wait, but there was a rumor that wait, listen to me first. There was a rumor that they were going to take Donaldson back.
Okay. I do it.
Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm corrected, Joey. Yes. Okay, that's good. Yes. Okay, fine. Make the deal.
Yes.
That was the rumor.
Make the deal.
That was the rumor that they're willing to take back contract And one of the contracts that they were discussing, since they don't have a third baseman, was Donaldson.
No, wait a second. Didn't Franklin at the beginning of the season tell me that Escobar was going to be an all-star player at third base? He said that here on this podcast.
Rewind the tape. I didn't say that. Rewind the tape.
Oh my God!
Rewind the tape.
You're gonna make us go back?
Go back to the tape. I don't know.
This is probably when his mic wasn't working conveniently. So anyway,
that's 100%.
So that's the rumor with Gleyber Torres. Now let's talk about the Mets. What do the Mets have, Franklin? Where are the Mets gonna get better?
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I know I said we made a little run there.
Here we go.
And gotta relax. Let me finish. We're getting
ahead.
healthier. The bats are picking up. I think we stay intact. We might make one or two moves. Nothing major. But I know you're gonna say this and that. I'm gonna just say this. My mic is working. Joey's is in and out. Pause. But we will, again, like I said, we will make the wild card. Book it.
How?
That's all I gotta say. We're only 7 games out. Those teams in front of us are not consistent. Our pitching is getting healthier. Our bats are waking up. Peter Alonso was rolling until he got hurt. That's it. I don't agree with him going on the home run derby again.
You gotta understand.
He was rolling, but y'all wasn't winning when he was rolling.
But now we started winning and we started picking up the bats. It was only him with the offense. The offense started coming through. I don't like Carrasco. I think I don't even know why he's still pitching. He might be worse than Severino.
Let me throw something at you here. You say there's 7 games out from the wild card, right? But there's like 8 teams ahead of them, right? So all those teams, you're gonna tell me those 8 teams are all gonna go in the tank at the same time? I'm not saying tank,
but we'll be battering for the wild card and we'll make the wild card. I'm telling you.
But again, that means you're gonna have 8 teams that gotta be doing bad, and the Mets on fire. The Mets gotta be on fire for them to get past over 8 teams.
I'm telling you right now, we're making
the math don't work, Franklin. The math does not work.
Your run differential is -3, man. Like,
check the last 10 games. Check the last 10 games.
Okay, but the other teams in front of you, +26, +39, +31, +20.
It's a long season. A long season.
It's not a long season. It's not a long season.
Think so?
It's half the season already. Past half.
All right, we got another half. We have another half.
Okay, can you tell me how your team is going to do anything in this second half?
Our team is getting healthier. You didn't tell me nothing about the Yankees. What you told me? You're waiting for God? You're waiting for God to Shohei Ohtani. Somebody please get him. That's a lie. It's not happening. That's what Bad News Crews don't want to talk about it. It's not happening. I'm telling you right now.
Franklin, I said I'm out. I said I'm out.
Yeah, but we got the other 3 brothers over here. Yeah, we're gonna make our little run. We're still, even though we're in second to last place, we got hope.
I didn't say anything, but
even T-Bone is out. Yeah,
I think T-Bone's out. I said I'm not out.
Oh, there you go.
I still got hope, bro. So
come on,
we gotta make some changes, and then we'll see where we go from there.
So again, the Yankees can make some changes, and we are in the wild card hunt. You got 8. We are at least 4 or 5 games over 500. Maybe I have to check, but. Whatever it is, we're over 500. Your team is still under 500. You got 8 teams ahead of you. Good teams. The Marlins aren't going anywhere, Franklin. The Marlins are not going anywhere.
What about, you want me to talk about the American League? Minnesota's going somewhere. Cleveland's going somewhere. Come on, stop it. Because if you don't get to first place, so what are you going to do?
Behind us. Minnesota's behind us.
They're right there, though. They're right there.
Hey, they 5 games out of the wild card. We're 1 game out of the wild card.
Cleveland, Seattle. Like, people are still there, right?
Franklin,
Cleveland is in their division.
1 game.
They're winning their division. Cleveland was winning their division.
1 game out of the wild card. 1 game.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Can make up
You're right. You can make it or miss it. So come on, we got a whole nother half of the season.
Again, but
exactly. We
Franklin,
got a whole.
What are the Yankees gonna do? Come here.
We're gonna get Ohtani. We're gonna get Ohtani.
Who you giving up?
We're gonna get Ohtani.
Who you giving up?
The whole farm system.
We have prospects, Franklin. What are you talking about? We have prospects.
If you would have been on the show last week, you would have known that we were saying that our prospects are hot and hot at the right time.
A lot of
all of them.
Ain't nobody want those bums.
All right, let's talk about this.
There's a lot of things.
Ain't nobody want. I'm done talking baseball. I'm done. You're talking about prospects. Prospects.
No.
Prospects.
Let's talk about this garbage team. Let's talk about this garbage team. This is an article here from Sports Illustrated, another capping ass site that we are going to destroy because all they do is lie. That's why people got to come to the We Get Drunk podcast where we actually don't cap, and this is the new media, and we know more than these scumbags. Andy Martino is a unless, I mean, if he ever comes on the show, I'm gonna call cap on him right to his face. He's garbage. He never has any real news. He's a bum. Go do your job, Andy. Anyway, the Mets ripped off. Look at this. The Mets ripped off a 6-game winning streak last week. Ooh, oh my God. However, they dropped the final 2 games of the first half to the San Diego Padres to fall 6 games.
We're playing Blake Snell. Blake Snell's averaging 11 Ks a game. Come on.
6 games under 500, right? Okay, 6 games under 500. According to Martino, the Mets front office took away positives. They took away positive. They were happy. These guys capped more than Joey Bad News Cruz. The whole front office is terrible. Oh my God. Anyway, and as of this date, the Mets have not engaged in any trade talks regarding the veterans. This guy's dead. This guy he's a nobody. Nobody wants him. And Justin Verlander, come on now. It's over with. Mark Canna, come on, bro. What's the trade market for this guy? What's the trade market for this guy?
A couple of bag of balls. Will they be traded for a contender?
All right. So, but if the Mets play poorly out of the All-Star break, that will likely change. That means they will have to start getting serious. Billy Epler, the 15th general manager that you had in last 2 years, he's the only one that hasn't gotten caught drunk driving. Just saying it, putting that out there. Allegedly. So this is all these guys got. This all of this is all cap. They don't even have no trades. They don't have any news on this team. The guys that you think you might trade are this group. This group. You think that you're gonna get players and improve your team out of this group of guys? Explain yourself, Franklin. Explain yourself.
Are you gonna get a Tani for that?
No,
Are you gonna get a Tani for that?
We got the richest owner in the major leagues. We're just gonna give him the bag. That's what we're gonna do. Woman lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. We're gonna offer him $700 million.
Okay.
How does that help? How does that help the Angels? The Angels want something back.
They're not. They trying to. The Angels, I heard, are trying to make a run. They're not gonna trade him because once they trade him, their whole season, that little money they get from the stadium, that little money they get from the stadium is going downhill.
Okay, Angels are not making a run. Mike Trout is out again.
I know that. It's over with. I know that. But the guy that does the business, we get rid of Ohtani. Those tickets that are selling right now, gone. The viewership, gone. Why would I trade him?
So when he leaves,
so they can get somebody.
He's gonna walk away. They rather have the money. That we know those are not real owners. Those owners are not real fans. Those guys are about the money. Gary, you know that. You gotta say it how it is.
I could understand that. I could understand your logic there. But they gotta think long term. If he's gonna walk away, which he is, he wants to be on a winning team. And they don't have. Again, Mike Trout, and I said it early in the season, and people said, I don't know what I'm talking about. Mike Trout is so great, this, that, and the other. He's so great. I told you he's a phony player. He didn't do anything. He's a phony player, and he always gets hurt, right?
He always gets hurt. I don't think he's a phony player.
He never gets a big hit. When's the big hit that he ever gotten in his whole life?
I don't think he's a phony player.
Player.
He's always hurt. I give you that. He's always hurt every year.
He's always hurt, but look at his numbers.
I don't care about his numbers.
How you don't care about the numbers? The numbers are there. You can't take the numbers away, man.
He has no playoff numbers. He has no playoff numbers.
All right. I agree with that. He don't have.
That's not his fault.
It is his fault.
He can't even get a hit in the WBC.
He can't stay on the field, so it is his fault. He can't stay on the field.
No,
he's on teammate.
Exactly. Thank you, T-Bone.
Only to the greatest player in the game. Probably the greatest player. if it was time to continue like he'll probably go down as the greatest player ever.
In a clinching game, he sucked a big one like he always does.
Like Judge does.
Big one.
Like Judge does. Just like Judge. Just like Judge. I'm waiting for you to give me the numbers. Bring me the numbers. Pull them up.
There's numbers there.
Eric, trust me. Eric is on it. He'll get you the numbers.
There's numbers there, Frank.
There's a lot of strikeouts there and big moments. There's a lot of strikeouts there.
And there's a lot of big hits and big moments.
Yeah, one big hit last year. Fuck out of it. That didn't do nothing. Y'all haven't won a World Series with Eric Judge. I don't want to hear nothing, bro.
Bro, hey, we had to go through Eric. I mean, we had to go through fucking Houston. Finding the buzzer on somebody's chest over there, or
it is done.
On trash cans.
People cheat in life every day. People cheat in life every day.
Right there, we would have won the World Series. I'm telling you that, guaranteed.
They did whatever it took to win. They're winners.
Oh my God.
They did whatever it took to win.
Oh my God.
I see how you try to win. I see how you try to win the same way they do, cheating. I feel you, dogs. I feel you.
The guys, that jersey you wearing right there, that jersey right there from New Jersey, they sold you that, baby. They cheated you. They sold you a lie when they got Kevin Garnett, when they got Jay Williams, when they got all those washed up players. When we bought season tickets for the Brooklyn Nets, and then they traded all those bums away and we got those tickets for basically free. They cheated you, baby.
You know what happened? Injuries happen. Like what happened with Mike Trout all the time. Injuries happen. Bro, that season that we had all of them in the playoffs, we didn't have Brook Lopez. That was our main guy. He got hurt. Frank, you
Brook Lopez, MVP Brook Lopez. They lost because of him.
We would have won.
You're delusional. You're delusional.
Here's Aaron Judge.
I'm delusional then. I'm delusional.
Hold on. Here's his numbers.
Playoff and postseason. All
right. At bats, he has 171. He got 29 runs, 36 hits, 4 doubles, 0 triples, 13 home runs, 25 RBIs, no stolen bases. No, 3 stolen bases, and he 25 walks. Struck out 66 times within the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. 7 years.
7 years.
And his batting average is 211.
That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. The 211, baby. Aaron Hicks numbers, baby. I was waiting for that number to come out. 211 in the playoffs, in the biggest moment of your life, baby.
Okay.
I saw him strike out.
So how about Mike Trout? Mike Trout's 6 at bats in the playoffs in his whole career. He got like 7 at bats.
How was that not his fault, Franklin?
The Angels are a big market team.
He can't stay healthy, Franklin. He can't stay healthy.
Franklin, you talk about the Angels like they're the Kansas City Royals. That's the Angels. The Angels the Angels have a major contract, a very rich owner, and then the second biggest market in the world, Los Angeles. They are not.
Are you going to watch the Dodgers or the Angels?
I am watching the Dodgers. Absolutely.
Just them showing the average.
I am not going to Orange County. I'm not going to Anaheim. Have you ever been to Orange County, Anaheim? Nobody wants to go there unless you're going to Disneyland. That's it. No, it's super far. It's out there, and no.
Mike Trout only has 3 games in the playoffs. 3
exactly.
Games.
Thank you. 3.
Give me his home run numbers in 7 years, and give me Aaron Judge numbers in the 7 years.
He only had in those 3 games. He only has 1 hit. Just
I believe that.
1 hit.
So you're telling me Aaron Judge has a better career? Aaron Judge has a better career than Mike Trout. I'm leaving the podcast.
Not yet. Playoffs. Yeah.
Not yet.
Playoffs.
Not yet.
Wait.
Come on.
Who said that though? We talking about playoffs, Franklin. Yeah. We talking about playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs where Aaron Judge batted 211. 211, bro. I've seen him strike out and the biggest at bats, bro. I've seen him, bro.
And he also came up big. He came up big time.
Big time winner.
2018. Look at number. He batted 420. 420. Hold on. I'll tell you right now.
Come on, man.
2018.
I'm going back and forth. There's no debate. There's no debate here. You averaging out his
421 in the playoffs.
In 1 year, in one thing. How many at bats? How many games?
The size of the Mets picture frame.
He had
with the
19
coin,
at
that's
bats.
the size.
5
That's
games.
the size.
In
right
19
there.
So in 5 games, you can't do that. That doesn't make sense. In 5 games, you better. That's fine. That's okay. We're talking about 7 years. He's 211. I don't want to hear nothing. That's it.
It's all right.
You're coming up with Aaron Hicks numbers. That's when the Yankees only played 5 games that year. They got knocked on the first round. There's no debate there, guys.
There is a debate. There is a debate. He never makes it to the playoffs, and he doesn't do anything. He's always hurt. How you gonna tell me this guy's great?
I'm gonna leave it at the. I'm gonna leave it at the total.
Stop telling me this guy's great. It's not true.
Franklin, the 2018.
Eric, please go on ESPN.com and your stats. You're not telling me nothing.
I'm not on ESPN.
You can't
I'm
do
not
that.
on ESPN. The
It's like
2018, he batted 375. And that's against Boston. We lost that series. We lost.
Yes, in 5. That your average when you play a little bit of games is gonna be higher. Eric. I'm gonna break down the math for you. I'm gonna break down them. That's how it works.
Break it down.
That's when you start the season. When people start the season and they're batting 400 in 5 games, that's oh my god, they great. No,
how?
It takes a long run.
We only played the wild card game against Oakland, and he had 2 hits in that game. That's it. It was one playoff game, and then we went to Boston, and he batted 375.
Yeah,
375.
How many games was it,
Franklin?
How many games was it?
5 games, like you said.
Exactly.
5 games.
Gary, please explain to him in like numbers. How does that work?
Again, how does that work?
The issue is not that. It's not about the issue is that Mike Trout, he has not proven himself in any big spot. He hasn't even given himself
games, bro.
Yeah, he hasn't even given himself the opportunity. He's been so bad. So you can't tell me a guy is that great if we've never seen him in a big spot. And the small spots that we saw him in, he choked.
That's like saying Cal Ripken Jr. is not great. Tony Gwynn, not great.
Cal, wait a second.
They suck. They didn't make the playoffs. And they never won a rank. Never went to a World Series.
Cal won the World Series.
He lost.
Yeah, Tony Gwynn was in the playoffs with San Diego.
Tony Gwynn had 3,000 hits. I give Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn is elite.
Making yourself look bad. Shut up.
How? I said. So you telling me Mike Trout's season is not better? Mike Trout's season is not better than Cal Ripken Jr.'s batting numbers? Look him up.
Oh my god, bro.
Cal
Ripken.
Oh my god.
Again, Cal Ripken played 3,000 games in a row. What is wrong with you, Franklin?
Gary, wrong with you? You telling me his bat in the season is better than Mike Trout?
Hell yeah.
I'm out.
I'm telling you, overall, Cal Ripken Jr.'s career, has had a better career easily than Mike Trout. Easily. And I don't care.
They call Mike Trout probably the best player ever to play baseball. How are you going to say that? Oh my God, I'm done.
And they could call him the best player. God, they could call him the best player ever. The stupid media. The garbage media that only knows my numbers and don't watch the game.
You always pay attention to. You always pay attention to the media, Franklin. Always, and that's what.
We are the media now. We have a podcast. We are the media now.
We the new media.
Exactly.
We the new media.
New media.
I'm not calling cap like Eric. Eric and Gary don't give them. You still don't give LeBron James credit. The numbers are there.
I'm not going to give him no.
Here we go. Now you're talking about LeBron James.
Don't go there. No.
I gotta throw it out there. Y'all don't give credit when credit's due.
That's a whole other.
Y'all don't give credit when credit is due.
Don't go there. Please don't go there.
Y'all don't give credit when credit is due. I'm sorry.
They gave him those numbers. Stop playing.
Please. Again, don't go there with LeBron with that bum. Don't go there with that bum, please.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Ever since he's been in the league, the ratings for the NBA have gone in the tank. The NBA.
Imagine if he wasn't on there. Imagine who's leading the NBA then. Who?
It's be better.
RJ Barrett? RJ Barrett?
It'd be better.
Toby's favorite player? Come on.
RJ
Barrett alone.
Carmelo
RJ
Anthony?
Barrett.
Who did it? Who couldn't make a team in the last 5 years?
LeBron James could have the Monstars on his team and they can't win a championship.
RJ Barrett.
That's crazy.
RJ Barrett is a better basketball player than LeBron James.
Wow,
Basketball player than LeBron James.
I'm out.
He's a better basketball player. He knows how to play
agree.
basketball
I
better
agree.
than LeBron James.
I agree.
That guy's a bum.
Somebody check his cup, please.
He's
Please.
a bum. He's a bum.
Oh,
He's
Somebody
ruined.
check your hookah. See what he's smoking.
RJ Barrett is better than. I can't believe you said
Yes, he's a better basketball player than that bum. That bum can't do anything. Can you name his signature move? Give me his signature move. Where has he improved? Let me know. Where has he
Throw
improved?
himself on the floor.
Thank you. That's
that.
about
How many
it.
times he won MVP?
Grab the
I
ball
don't care
and
about
run.
that.
Nah, you don't
I don't care about that.
Game
Bulldoze
it,
everybody. That's what he does.
First NBA defensive team.
Boy,
He's the all-time leading scorer.
Franklin has.
You can't get you have to give the man credit, man.
Can I
No,
tell you something?
absolutely
Can I tell you
not.
something
No.
real quick?
I would never call him the king
No
of
credit.
well, that's my king.
No
Can I-
credit.
Can I tell you
Nah,
something?
you
though?
gotta give the
Look,
numbers.
look.
Numbers are there.
When-
Wow.
No,
No
but
credit.
hold on.
None. Zero.
When Jordan came up, he was the terrible shooter. And what happened afterwards? What happened?
Go
He
ahead.
was,
Tell
he
him.
was a
Tell
great
him, Eric.
shooter afterwards, bro. He was shooting threes better than fucking LeBron James ever did. So I don't even want to hear that he's better than fucking Jordan because
Okay.
that's.
I never say he was better than Jordan. I didn't know.
We're
I
not
never
even
said
going to
that.
compare.
I know.
We're not
I
going to
never
compare.
said
Let's take the man, the great Kobe Bean Bryant, right behind you in that mural. The great Kobe Bean Bryant, who sat on the bench his first year and a half behind Eddie Jones, an all-star. And
Eddie
what did he do? He worked on his game. Every year, Kobe improved his game.
I'm not gonna argue that Kobe Bryant to me is the best ever.
Don't compare that bum.
I'm not. There will never be a comparison to the go. But in the last 10 years, when Kobe was already coming out the door, he had the lead. He
was still better. He was
It's
still
his
better.
league.
Kobe was
His league is
Kobe was
Gary.
better than he was retired. He's better than that bum.
I don't know why you hate him so much, but
Why? Because he's
they tagged us in the. We had Jonathan tagged us in the post.
He
He's
needs
ruined
a
the sport.
superstar in every position.
That's the
He's
NBA now,
ruined the
though. That's the
sport.
NBA now. That's the
No,
NBA now.
he's ruined the sport. You can't watch basketball. It's awful. He's ruined the sport. He's ruined you can't watch the game.
I can't argue
Ask
that the numbers
T-Bone.
are there, man. I
T-Bone,
can't say
real?
he's not the best
Is this
player
real
ever.
basketball that they play? Is this
Nah.
real basketball?
No, hell
Is
no.
it real basketball?
You gotta watch how you foul a guy. The call is on
Yeah,
you.
wait-
Foul.
wait-
Reach. Foul.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's the skill? Where's the skill? His skill is I'm gonna go to the top of the key. I'm gonna bowl you over and look for a call. That's it. He doesn't have a pull up jump shot. He can't shoot the three. He has zero post up game. He can't shoot the corner three. He has no mid range. Where is he good? He can't shoot free throws. Where is this guy?
How is
good?
he the all-time
Where is he
leading
good at
scorer?
basketball?
How is he the all-time leading scorer?
Because he ran over people and get fouled.
Oh, so that means he made shots. He made the shots then. He made the shots
Yeah,
then.
running people over and getting that fucking layup, bro. Come on, man.
Oh,
Get out of
bro.
here with this crap, man.
I'm just telling you what it is.
Oh.
He's going
He-
down.
He took up acting.
Yeah.
So when he throws
This
off on the
guy-
floor,
That hate is real in the blood. That hate is
Again,
real in the blood.
He hasn't owned.
That hate is real in the blood.
He's ruined basketball, and then he ruins great movies. He ruins great movies too. Everything he does, he ruins. He ruins everything he touches. He's the fakest player ever. They break the rules for this guy. He's the only guy that's a player and has an agency, and every player from his agency is on his team. How does that happen, gentlemen? How is that even legal? How does that happen?
You want me to answer that? You want me to give you the answers to that?
Yes, give me the answers, and all the
I'ma
answers
give
are
you
going
the
to point to is all cap.
When you're that good, you control the league.
That's not the answer.
That's the
not
answer, man. I'm gonna be honest.
No. And why
I'm gonna
doesn't
tell
anybody
Stephanie to go check your cup and see what's in your cup.
She says she wants his
Bro,
comeback.
did you not see the? Do you not see
He's
the
drinking
numbers?
coffee.
The numbers are there.
Oh my God! Again,
The
and,
numbers are
no,
there,
and
fellas.
nobody.
I can't argue the
Everybody
numbers.
has to come on this podcast to get the truth because nobody in the media is going to tell you the truth. Why? Because they all work for him or played with him. And I called this early on. I had this news when they were firing people at ESPN. I had it 3 months before everybody even talked about it. And there's a lot of things happening right now this week that I had weeks ago when it came to Apple, ESPN, the CEO, all that stuff. Y'all already know how I get my sources, right? Legit. So everybody you can't talk about this guy because the little morenita from ESPN on his crew, her fiance is Dave McMenamin on the LeBron James payroll. He's a beat reporter for who? Los Angeles Lakers. I wonder why they never talk about him. RJ Jefferson, whatever his name is, that bum.
Richard Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson.
That's my guy. Be easy. Be easy, my guy. Be easy, my guy.
He's a bum announcer. He was a good player. I liked him as a player.
Now he's a good player.
I even liked him in Arizona. Look, he played with him, gave him a job at ESPN, and the only criteria you got to have for that job is don't talk bad about the bum, right? Kendrick Perkins, they've been friends since junior high school. Where does he work? ESPN. I wonder why. Brian Windbag, that scumbag, what? He was covering high school games, and now he's got a multi-million-dollar contract on ESPN. Why? He's been covering LeBron since high school. Everybody else that has no affiliation with the bum, where are they? Fired.
Looking for a job.
Exactly. So don't tell me this guy is great. He's great at being a bum. He's not even in my top 100 players ever to play the game. He is trash. He's trash.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
RJ Barrett is a better player than he is. He has more skill.
Franklin did his job. Franklin did his job. He got you pissed off.
He talked about the bum, and I'm not gonna let that slide. No.
Yo, and for one thing, Jonathan, don't ever tag me or post with this bum ever again.
Never.
Ever again.
Don't lie. I almost reported it. I did.
Eric almost threw his phone out of the building.
Yes,
almost threw the phone out.
Yes.
Now, we're going to go long a little bit today. Pause. We got to talk about this boxing. We got to show some light on this boxing. This is a major fight. Nobody is really giving these guys a lot of talk. We here to break it down technically, the gambling. We got the two guys that know how to talk about this. Unfortunately, it's Frank Covers. He hasn't talked in 2 weeks. We got to let him go.
The LeBron.
I just gotta let something out.
And T-Bone
probably.
Pause.
Go ahead.
It has been on it. He had some news today on Haney. We gotta let him roll on that. So you guys go and talk about this boxing.
I'm just gonna point out a fact that everybody knows: the big pros, the big boxers. You know, the people that know the sport and that know the game. Crawford said it. Spence said it. I'm just gonna point that out there. The big dog in boxing, who it is? They were like, it's Canelo, bro. But he's gonna make $45 million. $45 million on the next fight. And look, and listen, we got maybe the top 5 boxers. Crawford and Spence, top 2 to top 5 boxers in the world. And the pay-per-view buys are low. Vegas is still not sold out yet. And I'm giving you an example. And that's gonna be an amazing fight. And people not even talking about it. I'm giving you the facts. Usually when there was a big Trinidad fight, a Cotto fight, an Oscar De La Hoya fight, Canelo would be like, yo, what are you doing this weekend? We're going to go watch the fight. We're going to go make it happen, right? I'm going to give you an example. It's business. That's why Canelo's the big dog. That's why he's always going to be the A side until he falls off the cliff. Because you know why? Those people want to be like him. There's $45, $50 million a fight. His next fight against Undisputed versus Undisputed. I wanted to come in. People don't do that. People do not do that.
But you said he was a bum. Did you not say that?
Who? Gerard Charlo? He's a bum. He's a bum. Both of them, they bums. They're both bums. He's gonna finish
Bro,
him.
but you,
It's
but
gonna
you
be by
wasn't- you wasn't
knockout.
saying that, though. You wasn't saying that a long time ago, bro.
Oh, what are you gonna fight for? He's a bum. Nobody's gonna watch the fight. He's a bum.
But you was.
Oh yeah, but he's gonna, I promise you, they're gonna watch that fight. It depends. In September, it's gonna be sold out, and you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna grab all 8 belts. And yo, you know what's crazy? He's praying that Earl Spence wins that fight against Crawford. That's what I'm leading up to.
Stop the cap.
He's praying. He's praying that Earl Spence wins that because Earl Spence at least a little taller, a little bigger than Crawford, right? But he wants to win the undisputed, so he could be 8. He's gonna take the 8 belts, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, we'll fight, do a catch weight, and be another undisputed."
I have a question for you. When is he gonna fight Bivol, the guy that just whooped his ass?
He's not gonna fight him, bro. He's making my Chinese food right now. He don't want to come to 168. Let him walk away because nobody cares about that guy. He's gonna go make $5 million. Why I go make $45 million? Nobody cares about that.
Open. He bust him open.
I mean,
Yeah, why should he go down when he challenged him for his
nobody
bum?
knows that bum. Because nobody knows. He don't want to fight him in his position. I'm walking away. I'm walking away.
This man
again. It's all about money. That's life, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it live here on the. It's all about the money, bro. The big dogs say every. PBC almost jumped off. I'm sorry. The Zone almost jumped off the roof when they lost Canelo to PBC. They're out of it. Their stocks dropped. Their membership dropped for the Zone app.
Franklin,
dropped like this.
Anybody that has watched this podcast, thank you for our 1,000 subscribers out there, knows that we had that news 4 months ago. Easy. We called that easy. We said the Zone was done. We know Canelo's play. I've said this over and over and over again. Canelo is going to get the biggest contract ever in boxing when Apple buys Disney. I told you that already.
Just to throw it out there, Jamal Charlo, they offered it to his big brother. His big brother said that he's not ready. So let me go to my little brother.
3 years?
Yeah, he's been 2 years. If he don't fight this year, it'll be 3 years that he'll be out the game. He's going through some problems, supposedly. I don't know what it is. They offered him the fight. He said no. We say little brother, undisputed, first time in history in boxing, which is great. Then he'll fight one of these.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Franklin. To get Canelo's gonna do whatever he's gonna do. He's gonna get his crowds because he's got the name. He has a great promotional team, and he has a great team in terms of dealing with contracts and providers for pay-per-view. He did the smart deal. He signed short-term deals with whoever's hot to have an outlet for his fights. How does the Crawford and Spence fight get fixed? Because right now it is drawing flies. Nobody cares.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what they're gonna do. Like that's why I said it wasn't the right time. I know I want to see the fight. I'm hyped to see the fight. It's gonna be an amazing fight. But that's what I always told you guys. Crawford, he doesn't pull the people. Even Spence hardly pulls the people. He has more pull. I don't think you can fix that fight unless you have a good undercard, and it's not looking like that. It's not looking like that. But I'm gonna be honest. I think the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia is gonna have more buys than the Crawford and the Spence fight. It's looking like that way. They might sell out at the end, but I don't know what's going on. People are not excited about it. There's nothing.
But in boxing, it hasn't always been the most hype guy, right, or whatever, to get people to buy fights. Because again, we'll take it back. Miguel Cotto was not a hype guy, but nobody missed the Miguel Cotto fight. Always sold out, always big money. Felix Trinidad, not the most hype guy, can't even speak English. Didn't have a good promotional team. Gotta watch those fights, right? I mean, even fights like Zab Judah would draw crowds, right? Adrian Bronner would draw crowds. What is wrong with this fight? What happened here that no one cares?
I don't think there's a villain to the fight. They're both at their best right now. They're not really outspoken. Even the Showtime, what I told you to watch, nobody's the villain. Like Crawford's talking a little bit of crap and Earl Spence, but they're not hyping it. They're not like watching McGregor or Mayweather like disrespect each other to that level.
Yeah.
Like It's tough. It's tough. It's gonna be a good fight, but I don't know if it's gonna be $1 million buys. To be honest with you guys, that maybe at the end, maybe you start something happen. They gotta when they do a press conference, somebody gotta go out there and be like, "Yo, Crawford, Spence, smack him, do something, get the people hype." Hello, we trying to sell a fight here. You know what I'm saying?
Sell a fight. Gotta sell a fight.
It's true.
Sell a fight.
Now, T-Bone, I'm gonna throw it to you. As far as the technical aspect of this fight, I think, like what Franklin said, he brought up a good point that I didn't think of. That let me see if I can put this into words. If Spence were to win this fight, I think that would be the better thing for boxing, right? That might be the better play for boxing overall. How does Spence win this fight? If he's going to go up against a professional, like he's going up against a pro's pro, Bud Crawford, who you know is going to be in shape, who you know is going to be technically sound, who you know has worked in that gym. He's done the miles. He's ready. We know Bud Crawford's not going to, he don't take days off. How does Spence go in there and beat Bud Crawford?
He has to find a way to expose him. If he could beat him using he's the bigger man. You got to use that bigger body, and let him feel that power. He got that power, and he's gonna stay back. If he could expose Crawford, then he'll win the fight. But to figure Spence Bud out, that's hard because he has different fighting styles. He'll brawl with you, technical. He'll
take you to the ropes. He'll cut off the ring. He has great footwork. He doesn't make mistakes. That's one thing about Bud Crawford. He does not. His jab never gets lazy. His hooks never get lazy. If he ever gets in trouble, he spins out of trouble because he has great footwork. But for overall boxing, I think if Spence wins this fight, it'd be better for boxing because you will get a Canelo fight. And overall, you got to get good fights, good big-time fights to save, not to save boxing. Boxing's always going to be there. But to get some energy back into boxing. Right now, boxing is lagging behind, UFC. Which Absolutely. I guarantee you, if you talk to anyone on the street, you could walk by a UFC champion and you not know anything about him. So these sports need something. And I'm saying this for all sports in general right now. I think sports in general right now,
besides the NFL.
Besides the NFL, which we're going to touch on real quick. Besides the NFL, there's not people. I don't see these young kids, or not even the young kids. I'm talking about guys in their 25 to 35. They don't care about sports, guys. They don't care.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
So what is going on? I know why basketball is ruined. It's the bum. I know that they've been watching the bum their whole life. That's that has ruined basketball, right? Completely. And this super team building stuff has ruined basketball. And the fact that the greatest players in basketball right now are not American. They don't even play the American style of basketball. So the people here it doesn't resonate, right? I know why that's broken. Baseball's making a comeback because people want to go to the parks and have fun. What's hurting baseball right now is that the Dodgers are the Yankees are the Red Sox are the Mets are That's not good for baseball. That's not good. Baseball when it's hot, Yankees got to be good. Boston's got to be good. Mets got to be good. Dodgers got to be good. That's just facts. The Cubs got to be decent. The Cardinals got to be decent. That's baseball. Those are the teams. Those are the teams that carry the sport. Boxing is one guy that people show up for. So I don't know how this sport gets fixed. I got my eyes on Shakur Stevenson. I think he's the guy, the next generation, but he's not ready yet to take big time fights, and his promotion is a effing joke.
Let me say this: when Haney offered him that money, that split, he should have took it.
Should have took it. He's not ready though. He's not ready.
No, because Combosa did the same thing to Haney, and Haney won. Now he had the leverage. I mean, I think that was his chance to make his name. And you know, but you let your pride get the best of you. You feel that you're better than that. You're worth more than that.
But again, that goes to show you, Bone, what Franklin and I talk about all the time. That's when your promoter steps in and says, "Whoa, what are you doing?
Yep.
What are you doing here? We gotta build your career, my brother. We can't be.
I would have not taken the fight.
Even if you don't take the fight, you
sometimes you gotta take chances though.
But even if you don't take that chance, you extend that out. You extend that beef out, right? You extend that beef out.
I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this point. Like David Haney, I see him all the time. He was in Brooklyn the other day. He's not a big name. He don't got $1 million buys in pay-per-view.
Why does he have a big name, Franklin? Why? Because he does dumb things. T-Bone,
he does dumb things. T-Bone, you can break the news. So you can break the news in the podcast where he did the other thing.
What he did the other day? Because
he got caught without a permit with a pistol,
a semi-automatic pistol.
Semi-automatic.
Why?
It was $37,000. So he's out now.
Why though? Come on.
Why?
Because you get money, don't know how to act. You want to be into that street life.
To hold the guns.
Exactly. These guys, I'm telling you, they ain't got no player in them. They don't got nobody that rolls with them. That's why you have a security team. Or, to put it real street, to tell the truth, you got your shooters.
Exactly.
Right? I'm gonna keep it. We keep it a buck here.
We keep it a buck.
Shoot or shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot or shoot.
Yeah, you don't. Exactly. You never get caught with that. You never get caught with the wrong chick. You never get caught with the gun. You never get caught with the drugs. You always got to have somebody.
You always got that one guy that's willing to go.
Exactly.
He grew up in Bushwick. It's definitely like that.
That's what he lives for. That's what he lives for.
He's the guy that's gonna punch the first person in the club. He's the guy that when somebody gets hit with the champagne bottle, I did it. That's the guy. He's willing to do 6 months in the wintertime in Rikers for you. You got to have at least 2 of those guys on your team. At least.
Absolutely.
What is wrong with this cat? He's costing himself millions of dollars. Millions.
Absolutely. Especially the way they work.
This is why the sport is right now. You got 2 guys that are running the sport. You still got Mayweather running the sport on the promotion side, and then Canelo's going to take over. But these guys, they're older. They're not going to carry it to the next generation.
Exactly. This goes even to like David Benavidez. Like David Benavidez' team,
nobody knows him.
Nobody knows him. The problem with it is he was born here. He's half Mexican, half Ecuadorian, and I tell this all the time. As soon as he went to fight, he starts talking English, talking Spanish, bro. What's wrong with you? The Spanish people are gonna follow you to the end. Mexicans, Ecuadorians, they're gonna follow you to the end, bro. I don't know what you're doing. Whoever's behind you, you gotta stop.
Super stupid.
Go listen to somebody else because you're not doing it. And that's a tough fight. If you are gonna fight David Morales from Cuba, he's elite. T-Bone, watch him tape on him. That kid is no joke. David Morales, I wouldn't put
too much. I think that's too much for him.
You're right there with the Canelo fight. Do not take that David Morales fight because if you lose that David Morales fight, it's over for you, bro. If you make that critical mistake, it is over for you. Do not take that fight against David Morales. He's strong, tall, just like you. So I would not take that fight. And that's a good fight. But me, would not take that fight. David Haney, to me, and Shakur Stevenson made the right decision not taking the fight. They need to build him up more.
He needed to extend the beef at least a little bit.
Absolutely. That's going back to the Ryan Garcia fight. Oscar De La Hoya told him, you crazy. You got all that following. You're going to do a catch weight hydration close this early in your career? That was a dumb move.
Dumb. And we said it here. And I told everyone said that's no problem for him to do that with his weight. I said you guys have never cut weight. You probably never been in the gym.
Well, look at
I said no way.
Jojo Diaz, he went to the hospital for cut. He couldn't.
Exactly.
He just went to the hospital he was in urgent care. Like
yes,
he could have died. He was for cutting weight.
Absolutely.
Boxing is cutting weight is something different, fellas. Like it's not everybody that can do that.
It is.
They had to cancel his last fight.
Yeah, it's brutal on the body. You got to sit in a bathtub with alcohol and hot water. Come in and out. People got to put towels on you. This that you can't. You got to drink a ton of water, for 5 days straight, and then drink nothing for another 5 days and can't eat. What? It's not that. It's just not that easy. And it showed. He had no legs in the fight. He had no power behind his punches. Later on in the fight,
he looked drained. He
looked drained. So he wasn't ready for that. Bad move. Just
to go back, I know we kept catching up on we passed the hour. I just want to catch up on the Crawford and Spence. I think the promotion team needs to keep pushing it. I think Crawford needs to knock him out to win the fight. If the fight is close, I believe Errol Spence will win the fight. So as the days get closer, next Saturday, not the next Saturday, the following Saturday after that,
2 weeks.
Following 2 weeks from today, I'll have a better understanding. I want to see their weight. I want to see how they come into the camp. Also, shout out to Showtime on All Access. They do a great job with that show. I recommend everybody watch that. Keep an eye on the fighter.
They got that for HBO.
Definitely. Yeah, HBO. That was my thing, man. I miss HBO. Shout out to HBO boxing. Just keep doing your job, man. I think Crawford should win the fight, but if the fight is close, I'm afraid that he will get this. Think about it. They're both for PBC. Might as well give where's the money at? In Errol Spence versus Canelo, moving up. Might as well.
Yeah, that's the only thing I see. That's the only thing I see. Unless there's a miracle that happens, and Charlo comes in and mops the floor.
That's what I'm praying for.
Canelo.
Charlo got a nice jab. He got a nice jab.
Joey has at least 5 prayers this podcast. He's praying for the Yankees.
He's praying that his mic works. He's praying for the Yankees. He's praying for the Knicks.
Unbelievable. La agua bendita. Next show we gotta have the agua bendita, el palo santo. We gotta do anything. We gotta do everything in here. So, real quick before we go, because we over time. Quick news. Eric had some news today on Quinnen Williams. Got his contract extension. So I don't want to talk too much about football right now, like most other people want to talk about football all year round. It doesn't get real to me until that first preseason game. I gotta see guys playing. These guys in little shells running around don't do nothing. I just care about them getting through training camp and the preseason stuff healthy. We already know the Jets are going to be a good team. They're going to be on Hard Knocks, which is a big thing. I don't know how good that's going to be for them, but it's going to be hella entertaining for
every
us.
week, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll be tuned in every week.
The Giants also have a good team. They're low-key doing their thing. So football, ladies and gentlemen out there, is coming. But, we're going to get that done.
Talking about the Giants.
Well, I mean, we got to talk about football. The Giants are, a legit team. We got to talk about them. I hate them, but they're legit.
Saquon might not even play first game, though.
Yeah.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
I'm just saying. I'm just reading.
The Jets are going to get Dalvin Cook in here. We're going to have Dalvin Cook, Aaron Rodgers. We're going to have our wide receivers out there. We got the tight ends. We got a stacked team. Now it's about staying healthy. And this coach not effing up.
That's gonna be the big issue this year. Because you got all the stars are on your team. And if you guys can't do anything, you know what it is.
If you look at it though, I'm totally confident too. But if you look at it now, Salah is gonna always worry about defense. He don't even have to worry about the offense no more. He got his quarterback.
I'm hearing little rumors that Aaron Rodgers is running the show in the offense. He's calling the plays.
He knows what he's doing. He knows
that's
what
you want, though. But that's
exactly.
He knows what he's doing in the offense. And Salah's gonna control that defense, which he's been doing.
Let's be honest. I have more confidence in Aaron Rodgers coaching the offense than anybody on that coaching staff, anybody in that organization. You got this man. He's the best quarterback we've ever had, ever. I don't care whatever else anyone else tells me about any other Jet quarterback. Stop it. Stop capping. Let him do his thing. Let that man cook. Let him do his thing. get out of his way. Let him and Garrett Wilson, let him and Dalvin Cook, let the Breece Hall, let's get these guys, let them do their thing and get out of the way. Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
A text message from Joe Willie. He's very upset at you, Gary.
That's fine. I've been waiting for his ass to croak so we can win a freaking Super Bowl. I don't give a damn. Hell with that. We don't cap here. Too bad, Joe. Sorry. Go to the Pine Box. I want a Super Bowl. I want to be in Vegas with my
further throw it. So
I want to be
at you guys right now.
I want to be in Vegas with my guys for that Super Bowl because it's gonna be on. I won't make it to the game. I guarantee you that. I will be locked up. I will watch the game on pay-per-view afterwards because me and Vegas are not a good mix. But still,
you see, we gotta block people like that who says dumb shit like that. We have to block people like that.
See, this is the
you should be blocked. You should be blocked for that.
These are the cappers that we got out here. The guys that cap and just continue to say nonsense. We love them, but these kind of comments are ridiculous.
That love shit don't work over here. After that comment, that love shit don't work over here. Sorry. You gotta go. You gotta go, kid. You gotta go.
He's bad.
That's it.
All right, guys. Any other topics you want to cover? Next week we're gonna get a little bit more in depth on this Bud Crawford and Errol Spence thing. Franklin has convinced me. He made a good argument today, ladies and gentlemen, that a lot of people aren't making. That's why you come here. That it might be better for boxing to have Errol Spence win this fight. And I hate Errol Spence. I think he's he barely fights. He's a skilled fighter. I have no idea why he doesn't fight. But I think it might be better for boxing. And just because of that Canelo connection and that new deal that Canelo has on PBC, I really think that could save boxing. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing else. Nobody's coming to save boxing. Nobody.
Balboa?
Yeah,
No.
Rocky Balboa.
Maybe Creed.
I was gonna say Mr. Berlanga. I was gonna say boxing.
Oh no, we didn't even
I'm out on that now.
I'm not worth it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm out on that now, guys.
Because Frank wasn't on. How does a guy that is from Brooklyn, is a Boricua, he can't sell out the small arena in Madison Square Garden? Like, come on, bro. And that performance, what a joke.
Awful. It was awful.
What
I
a
think
joke.
I could sell out the Garden, the small thing, playing Fortnite with Eli.
Exactly. We could put this podcast in the Garden and sell more seats than those guys. That was a joke. That crowd was dead. He was horrible. The fourth round, he was dead. He can't jab. He can't hook. His footwork stinks. What did this guy work on in the last 2 years?
Nothing.
Oh,
Smoking
I know.
How to fix a
His
hookah.
OnlyFans.
How to fix a hookah.
His OnlyFans. The guy is a joke. I hate that he's Puerto Rican. He makes all Boricuas look bad. I hope he comes on the show, and I'll tell him straight up right here on the show. I won't say it to his face because I don't want to get knocked down unless I'm there with
you say it to his face because you got us.
I need a little backup. I need my shooters. But I'll be honest with you, that was a pathetic performance. That set boxing back 10 years. That was so bad that people that
the zone was upset. The zone was upset because they were like, "You can't even get this guy out the ring. You can't knock this guy out."
That made me because for the zone you got to pay like $200. I think it's $225 for the year, right? And I have to watch everything on the zone because I paid the $225. I was like, this is the biggest waste of $220. I mean, you could get a cheap hooker for $225.
You want to stay monetized.
Jesus.
You want to stay
monetized. Sorry. Yes, you're right.
You want to stay
Everybody knows the business
monetized.
now, Gary. Everybody knows
Oh
the business.
man. I mean, I could negotiate a good deal for $225.
You want to
What
trip
a
around the world
waste.
for $220?
And when I said hooker, I mean hooks, hook shots. Jesus Christ. You guys got dirty minds. I'm working on my basketball game. I could have got a cheap Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hooker that would show me how to throw up hook shots.
I think it's time to end the show on a Edgar Berlanga topic.
Jesus Christ, your
Guys,
minds are disgusting out there.
All right, bro.
Later, y'all.
Take it easy.
Later.
Peace out. See y'all next week.
See you next week.